Canon is best known for their fantastic lineup of cameras, but how do you go about choosing one from such a diverse lineup? Well, in this video, we break down the top 5 Canon cameras on the market this year, based on price versus performance, and situations they'll be used in. We'll be taking a look at Canon cameras in every budget range, so regardless of whether you've got a few bucks to spare and want the best value, or you're looking for the best of the best, we'll have an option for you. So if you're interested in finding out which camera will be best for you, stay tuned. All the links to find the best prices on all the products mentioned in this video will be in the description below. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. We'll start with the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III, our choice for best Canon camera for vloggers. Retailing for around $750, the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III has become one of the best cameras for vlogging because of its excellent autofocus, 24-100mm lens, image stabilization, and the flip-up screen that can be viewed from in front of the camera. The Canon PowerShot G7X Mark III has a fully retracting lens and a tilting touchscreen display on the back, with a flip-over 180-degree movement that's perfect for selfies and vlogging. The 24-100mm equivalent lens provides a nice range for everyday photography, and there's a built-in ND filter that cuts out around 3 EV of light, whether you're shooting stills or video. And speaking of video, the G7X Mark III is capable of recording 4K video with no change in cropping when you switch to video or 4K mode. Also, there's a 3.5mm mic port, so you can connect an external microphone and record better audio. You can even stream live video directly to YouTube and send images direct from the camera to Twitter, Flickr, Google Drive, and email. And if you ever need to extract stills from your 4K footage, it's never been easier. Just tap the image grab icon when playing back the video, and you're done. The 1-inch stack design 20.1 megapixel CMOS sensor is coupled with the latest Digic 8 processing engine for good quality and shooting rates of up to 30 frames per second. And the camera is powered by an NB13L lithium-ion battery pack, rated for 265 shots, or about 30 minutes of video. When shooting video, you can also use the USB Type-C port with power delivery support for continuous power. If you're looking for a compact camera that's easy to set up and use with pretty impressive quality that also lets you stream directly to YouTube, the Canon G7X Mark III hits the mark. But if you're new to DSLRs or on a budget, check out the Canon EOS Rebel SL3 coming up next. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Canon EOS Rebel SL3, our choice for great Canon camera for beginners. The Canon EOS Rebel SL3 retails for around $600 and gives you great features and quality, and its creative assist mode is a great tool for beginners. The SL3 is small and light and travels well. It captures both stills and 4K video, and for low light conditions, there's a pop-up flash available. The controls are laid out well, with the most frequently used, like the shutter release and ISO button, placed within easy reach. Around back, the 3-inch touchscreen LCD gives you a 1040p dot resolution, and can swing out to the side and face all the way forward for vlogging or selfies, and fold inward for protection when not in use. The SL3 has accurate, easy-to-use dual-pixel autofocus and a 24-megapixel APS-C sensor with a Digic 8 image processor that produces high image quality for video and stills. Canon's Creative Assist mode is ideal for beginners, and explains photographic concepts and lets you experiment with different settings and see the results in real time. Pair the SL3 with your phone using the built-in Bluetooth to use your phone as a remote control, and the built-in Wi-Fi and Camera Connect app to transfer files from the camera to your phone. Battery life is better than expected, and it's rated for 1070 shots using the optical finder, or about 320 using live view. To charge the battery, a standalone charger is used, as in-camera charging with a USB cable isn't supported. Initially, you might think this is a bit of a drawback, but when you consider the SL3's above-average battery life, it becomes a non-issue quite quickly. The EOS Rebel SL3 is an ideal choice for beginners. The guidance it provides through the Creative Assist mode lets first-timers get a grip on photographic concepts and try things out on the fly. Now we'll take a look at the Canon EOS M50, our choice for great value mirrorless Canon camera. If you're looking for an affordable mirrorless camera, at around $650, the Canon EOS M50 presents excellent value between price and features. This mirrorless camera has a solid build, good ergonomics, and first-party EF mount lens support, and a 0.39-inch OLED electronic viewfinder uses 2.3 million dots to give you high detail when composing your shot. Controls have been simplified by removing the exposure compensation and function dials, and the flash release button is replaced by a manual pop-up flash for shooting in low light. At the core of this camera is a 24-megapixel APS-C sensor with a next-gen Digic 8 processor for fast operation, good color, and clear details. It will let you continuously shoot up to 10 frames per second, and it can also shoot 4K UHD video. The dual-pixel autofocus system includes 143 selectable focus points, and is fast and accurate. The variable angle touchscreen LCD has a flexible tilt range that's ideal for high-angle and low-angle shooting and reviewing your photos. You can choose between numerous shooting modes: standard program, aperture priority, shutter speed priority, and manual shooting modes, as well as scene modes and a new silent mode with no shutter sound. To transfer your files, the M50's built-in Wi-Fi with NFC and Bluetooth will handle it, or you can set the camera up to transfer images automatically. The M50 uses LPE12 rechargeable lithium-ion battery packs, but overall life is a bit on the low end, with about 235 shots per charge. For shooting video, the M50 will give you about 85 minutes. If you're looking for value in a mirrorless camera, along with great image quality and a decent autofocus system, the Canon EOS M50 is a great choice. The short battery life is a bit disappointing, but easily overcome by having multiple battery packs on hand. Now if you're working on a tight budget, stay tuned for the Canon EOS Rebel T7 coming up next. If you're interested in updated pricing on any of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links below. Prices update on these products almost daily with sales and general price drop. So if you want to find the most updated information, check out the description. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below. This brings us to the Canon EOS Rebel T7, our choice for best budget Canon camera. If you're shopping on a budget, the $450 Canon EOS Rebel T7 is one of Canon's best budget DSLRs with a feature set that's expansive enough if you're interested in growing your photography skills, and it even comes with an 18 to 55mm lens. All of the Rebel T7's buttons and dials are well marked and provide access to the most important shooting parameters, like ISO, white balance, focus and drive modes, and the pop-up flash covers a distance of up to 30 feet. Both the optical viewfinder and the 3-inch LCD are relatively bright and clear, though the display is fixed and lacks a touchscreen. The 24.1 megapixel CMOS APS-C sensor has a range of 100 to 6400 and a high setting of 12,800. On the whole, noise is kept in check and details stay intact up to ISO 6400. And the 18 to 55mm kit lens offers image stabilization and works pretty well when you're hand-holding the T7 and shooting at slow shutter speeds. Continuous shooting at 3 frames per second in autofocus speeds means that you won't be freezing a high-speed car race, but you will be able to catch subjects that don't move as quickly. And while 4K may be the standard on many DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, the T7 sticks with the basics of Full HD, HD, and SD, all at 30 frames per second. Overall, video quality is decent, with accurate color reproduction and generally sharp images. Canon's Camera Connect app will let you transfer images from the camera to your mobile device and use the app to shoot remotely. The T7's battery life isn't bad at 600 shots per charge, but that's assuming you use the viewfinder instead of the live view. Otherwise, battery life can drop to between 250 and 260 shots. Overall, although the Canon EOS Rebel T7 isn't perfect, as far as a budget sub-$500 DSLR goes, the Rebel T7 is a solid choice with many of the features you're looking for and makes for a great entry-level DSLR. Last, we'll be taking a look at the Canon EOS R5, our choice for best overall full-frame Canon camera. The EOS R5 is one of the latest and greatest full-frame cameras from Canon. It retails for around $4,000 and is an excellent choice for professionals or anyone that's looking for a supremely capable option for almost any type of photography, from sports and action to studio portraits and landscapes. The combination of a next-gen autofocus system, excellent image quality, and fast 12 frames per second to 20 frames per second continuous shooting make it ideal for shooting in a studio or at a sporting event. The eye detection of the autofocus is incredibly accurate and sticky, while its subject detection and tracking is just as impressive, and for wildlife photography, animal detection is just mind-blowing. Video footage is sharp and flexible for color grading, while the combination of stabilized RF mount lenses and in-camera image stabilization makes it possible to get pretty smooth shots without using a gimbal. The electronic viewfinder is superb and practically indistinguishable from the optical ones found in DSLRs, and weatherproofing makes it almost indestructible. You'll get full-frame, high-quality images with the EOS R5's 45-megapixel CMOS sensor and Digic-X image processor with an ISO range of 100 to 51,200 that's expandable up to 102,400 by 1. Dual-pixel CMOS autofocus covers near 100% of the subject area with 1,053 autofocus areas. And you'll also be able to grab all the high-speed action you want with high-speed continuous shooting of up to 12 frames per second with the mechanical shutter, and up to 20 frames per second using the silent electronic shutter. Battery life varies between 320 and 490 shots depending on your settings. For video, you should be able to get about 1.5 hours. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity are also built in. If you're a serious photographer wanting to invest in an extremely high-quality full-frame Canon camera, look no further than the EOS R5. It excels at every type of photography and is also a great hybrid solution for shooters that like to split their time between stills and video. If you can afford it, you won't be disappointed. Alright guys, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, consider subscribing. We do our best to keep you up to date with the best products on the market right now. So if you want to stay current regarding the best gear, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on all the products mentioned in this video. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you back here soon for the next video.